Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. If this is your first time, please subscribe and then turn on the notification bell so that every time I upload the video, you will be the first person to be notified, and then you come and watch and learn together with us. Today, I'm going to talk about what employer want and not taught in classroom. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about managing change and pace. We realize that there are so many changes are taking place each and every time in an organization because of various things, and this one we need to learn on how we can manage change and how we employees or the workers in the organization, in the workplace, can manage change and pace in the organization that they're working with. Number one thing that we need to realize that nothing lasts forever. Even our troubles don't last forever. That means that at a given time, changes will take place. So you have to have that one in mind, so that when changes come, you don't feel frustrated and you don't feel left out. So the world seems to be changing at a very high speed, and the changes that happen scientifically, changes are happening, geopolitically changes are happening, and also even socially, there are socially changes that happens where we live or in the organization where we work. So in the recent past, there are some of the things that are changing in the organization. Number one that we can talk about is recently the workers work tirelessly. They work all the day, they work every day. Most of the time they work. Some people work daily and night without resting. And also we get to know that the workers also deal with various issues in the workplace. So changes have taken place in almost every organization. So there is some of the things that cause changes in organization. Number one thing that cause changes in organization, that I can talk about, is new leadership. When there is a new leadership structure in the organization, automatically they're going to be changed, because you will realize that workers will now be reporting to different supervisor or managers, like before, when the leadership was not that much expanded. So once the leadership expands, automatically they're going to be changed on where to report, on who to report to. So that one also can cause change in an organization. Number two is competition. In this technological world we are living in, there is a lot of competition. Organizations or the companies are competing for customers, and so if your competitor is doing something that you are not doing as an organization, it means you will have to game up your game, so that at least you can also be on top with everything that you're doing, with the product that you're producing, so that you can retain your customers. Number three is technology. Technology changes at very high speed nowadays. So as technology change, this one can also cause changes in organization, because maybe something machine that was used 10 years ago or 5 years ago is no longer used right now, or the software that was used 5 years ago, maybe it is not used now. So all these ones can cause change in an organization. So we need to know how we can adapt to these changes. Also, there is government regulation. Government regulation also can cause change in an organization. We realize that when government changes, new governments can come up with policies like tax policies and some other policies that they can come up with. So when government change, automatically organization structure and everything also might change. And all these things, we need to learn on how we can manage all these changes. Number one way how we can manage change is to balance time demand. You need to balance your time demand, because maybe you will be now working many hours or for long. So you need to balance on how you can manage all this, because maybe the time demand is going to be high. So you need to balance multiple time demand. Number two way that we can adapt to change is sharpen your skills. You can sharpen your skill by taking a short course or an online course in the line of what you are doing, or in the line of changes that is happening in the workplace or in the society. So all these things can also help you on how, when things changes in the society, this one can also help you on how you are ready to change, because at least you have done something in that line. Number three thing that you can also do, develop a productive relationship with your co-workers. because when things change, maybe you will quit the job, or maybe you will not be productive enough. But you need to keep good relationship with your co-workers or your fellow workers, so that they can help you on how to cope up with change. Also, learn to accept uncertainties and changes and adapt to them. You need to learn that the changes will occur and you have to adapt to the new changes, because it will be good for the company to increase the productivity and all that. So once you know that, you will have to learn on how you can adapt to these changes. Also, look for ways on which you can help others to cope up with changes, because some people find it very difficult on how to cope up with changes. So you need to learn, you need to help others on how they can keep up, or on how they can manage changes, because you get most people are resistant to change because of their personal reasons and because of their of what they know best. But now you in organization where you work in, try to help others on how to cope up with change. This one, you can talk to them, you can tell them the benefit of changes, you can help them to tell them that the changes is just happening for the short period of time, and then they will have to adapt to all these changes. So this is how we can adapt to change, and how we can manage change and pace in the society, because it is very important to know and to learn all these things. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if this is your first time, please make sure you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell, so that every time that I upload video, you will be the first person to come and watch the video and learn together. Thank you.